Left-handed people of Reddit, what are some things you find annoying? When they have those desks in school where there's an armrest on the right side, but not the left. Yes. Sitting at one right now. When you write in pencil, the graphite rubs onto the side of your hand. Left-handed scissors, can never find a good pair, so I just use right-handed ones with my left hand. This is also true for left-handed guitars. Being pulled back wrong-handed. A lot of people may not know, but a lot of firearms are not completely ambidextrous. It's not so much the shooty function obviously, but the magazine release and safety are often on the right, making it difficult to toggle them. Really a bitch in the military where a lot of the standard issue rifles, namely in boot camp, are for righties. Most guys I know just learn to shoot right-handed. Everything on Reddit is on the right side. Can openers. Anytime in a commercial, when you are given two choices are shitty. Choice is always on the left. Bob, which toilet paper is the best? Roll of sandpaper on the left, Charmin on the right. Effing ballpoint pens. Almost every right-handed person and even a lot of left people don't know that writing with a ballpoint pen in particular is extremely difficult with your left hand. Ink is supposed to be dragged across the page out of the ball, but left is push the ball across the page and the ink is much more reluctant to come out. I was probably 20 by the time I realized that every ballpoint pen I wrote with felt like it was out of ink. I handed it to my girlfriend and she wrote with it just fine, much to my surprise. Now I use gel, felt tip, or roller ball pens. People pointing out that I'm left-handed. Thanks, I noticed. If a right-handed guy sits on your left side in school, you will always hit each other's arms and mess up you should. When I go out to a restaurant, waitstaff nearly always place beverages on the right-hand side. I don't expect them to ask which side I would like my drink, it just annoys me. Knives with the pocket clip on the wrong side, and no alternate mounting holes to fix it. Everything is set up for a right-handed world. We just had a baby and my so set up the entire baby changing station in the kids room to flow from left to right, and it only works that way if the baby's head is to the left. I put everything in a neutral position and so keeps changing it. I finally had to explain everything and it made sense. The entire world is set up this way. From doors to workstations to notebooks. It's shitty. I had to teach myself to bowl right-handed because for some reason throwing left-handed was gutter ball city every time for me. Same with baseball. Learned to switch hit cause batting left-handed, I line drive to the first baseman every time. I suck at sports is what I'm saying. Eating next to right-handed people. My elbow is constantly hitting those, and I find myself eating with my arm uncomfortably close to my body so as to spare the burden of having to switch places. When eating with my boyfriend or family I always sit on the left, though. When my dad was very young he was left-handed at everything. Writing, sports, crafts, you name it. When he was 12, he had a tumor in the center of his brain. Thankfully, he survived, with a shunt directing blood from his brain to his stomach. Unfortunately, he developed a tremor in his left arm, causing it to shake. He had to relearn everything he could do for his right hand. He is able to keep it under control now, but he can never be truly left-handed again. I second guess when shaking hands with people. It's second nature to righties. I have to coach myself. Is it your regular hand or your mouse hand? It's not really that annoying. But most things are kinda subtly designed for people who are right-handed. Lock button on an iPhone. My son's changing table has a place for all the stuff on the right side. Toilet paper is more often than not on the right side of the stall, etc. You don't really notice it until you start thinking about it. Also, sitting next to someone right-handed at a restaurant will make you consider stabbing them every once in a while. It is the little things that is taking years off my life. Doors are right-handed. Most kitchens are set up right-handed, and so is everything in them. House design in general, set up to make right-handed people comfortable. Motorcycle control, right-handed. Every ergonomic thing ever made, right-handed. I know I will die at least 3 years early from having to deal with these damn righties.